Hello everybody, so in today's video I'm pretty much going to be showing you guys some very effective runouts in Rainbow Six Siege, runouts in spawn peaks primarily. So starting off at number 1, getting right into it, it's this first one, and all you have to do is you have to wait until the counter starts. You're going to want to prop yourself up against this red barrier. Right when it starts, you're going to run out, and you're going to pre-fire, douche douche, right over here, and it's very necessary to pre-fire because you do not want to be caught off guard. This very next one you're going to want to have pre-assembled, and it's the same concept of this one. Right when the round starts, you're not going to be very quick on the vault, but you're going to want to see if anyone is walking down this path going up and down. If you see anyone, you're going to want to pre-fire to the location, and it's very important to know where they are using your camera. Once you're done, you're going to want to either have this pre-broken at the bottom, or you're able to throw an impact at it in order to get back into the objective. So this very next one is going to be in kids, and it is it's a lot of people know it, but it catches the people off guard that don't know it. You're going to want to pre-prepare this top barricade, and you're going to be able to shoot into this spot. You're going to want to be able to shoot into this spawn over here. And normally, Rainbow Six Siege starting people will be used to this spawn peak. So this is going to add some variety to it. So you're able to douche. And on to the next map. This very first spawn peak, you want to make sure that you have a nitro cell in order to get this kill. Right when the round starts, you're going to vault out. Make sure you sprint so your C4 will go further. And you're going to throw it. And what this throw does is it lands right here at the bottom of these stairs. Now, when they're spawning in on helicopter pad, they're going to be running over here. And as we know, nitro cells have pretty good range. So as they're coming up the stairs, they're screwed because they're going to see that someone's detected and they're going to come back down lower. They're going to see that nitro cell and it's going to explode right in their face. I'll show some examples of this just so you guys have a clue of what I'm doing. Now on to the next spawn peak. You're going to want to come down into this kitchen like bar area and have this pre-broken, vault out, jump down here, and you're going to land right on people. So you're able to pre-fire them, shoot them in whatever way. And this usually gets a couple kills, but you want to make sure that you have someone either covering this side or you just know that there are not a lot of people spawning down there. This third and final one, you're going to want to have this barricade broken so you're able to run out and pre-fire their spawn. So run out, pre-fire the spawn right over here, and you'll be detected in like 2 or 3 seconds, but that does not matter because maybe you picked off a couple kills. On to the next map. This first spawn peak, you're going to want to break this barricade, and you're going to want to make a little punch hole on the right side. So what this does is you're able to shoot over here at this part of the spawn. So if you see anyone running up, you're able to get a couple solid shots off of them, or you're actually potentially able to get a kill. You're going to want to come downstairs and break a little impact hole. Right when the round starts, you're going to want to press your body up against the red barricade, and you're going to want to run out, come over to this truck, and pretty much pre-fire, because this is where their spawn is going to be, like literally right there is where you spawn in. Fourth and final one, I guess, you're going to want to pre-break this bottom barricade so you're able to vault out. Get on your camera because this camera really helps for this run out, and see if anybody is coming down to either rappel up or break in through those 2 barricades. So you're going to want to break out, vault, run over here, and pre-fire anything. There's going to be people upstairs, there's going to be people over here, but what you want to make sure is that no one is located in this vicinity, because if there's anyone here, they're able to pre-fire you as you come back in, and as we all know, getting shot while you're going back into the objective or the building is really freaking annoying. On to the next map. These spawn peaks require certain timing, so for this first one, I mean, you can have whatever you want. It doesn't really matter about the setup, but you're going to want to place your body against this red barricade, getting ready to sprint. And right when the timer counts down, you're going to want to sprint and pre-fire. So, as you see, you're going to want to sprint all the way down to this end of the hallway. You're going to be detected, and you're going to want to pre-fire this ladder. Now, the reason you want to do that is because at the top of this ladder, this is where all the operators load in, is right here. So they're either given the choice to run over to a different part of the bank or come down. Now in like gold to silver territory, they're probably going to come down, and this is where you play the role. You're going to be peeking this corner, and you're going to be pretty much pre-firing them. Now this very next one, and probably the last one, because I kind of want to keep it like simple and more understanding for like lower levels. You're going to remove this barricade, and you're going to want to sprint all the way out here behind this white and wire box? I have no idea. And you're going to pre-fire this area. Now the reason you want to do that is all these operators, you can have the whole team spawn right over here. Now they're probably going to be aiming way above your head. See how the part of this vertex grip is covering the part where you're going to run out. So they're not even going to be able to see you. While they're shooting this cam, they're going to be shooting at it, and you're given the opportunity to run out and shoot them all. Now, if you don't get your first couple of shots in, you're going to want to run your butt right back into here, because you do not want to be shot by any of these operators. So you're going to want to run all the way back in here, and I do not recommend barricading anything because I don't really see any benefit in it. Now, this last one, not necessarily a run out, but if you just want to be very annoying, camp right under this little barricaded window, and if anybody runs in, just knife them. I hate when it happens to me, so I bet other people will hate when it happens to them. Now in Clubhouse, this first spawn peak is one that I like a lot, and you're going to want to either break a hole or use shotgun, and there are going to be attackers in the first like 3 seconds, I want to say, that are going to be running down, probably pre-firing these windows over here because they're very common spawn peaks, and you're just going to want to like tap headshot them, boom boom, right when they're going to be coming down, and that's the first spawn peak on Clubhouse. Now this very second one, you're going to want to head over to the biker area, I guess. Shoot out this barricade, and this is going to also require you to go onto your cams. So at the beginning of the round, there are going to be people that are going to be coming in through this spawn-in objective, and they're going to be running all the way over here. What your job is to pretty much pre-fire them. It depends where they are located, so it's important to have good intel from your camera. But make sure to not do it blind, because you do not want to get killed. That's the whole point of this like sneaky spawn peeking. This third and final one on Clubhouse, you're going to want to head over to this barricade and shoot out the top of it. Go onto this pool table, and you are able to stand up all the way, shoot it out a little more if you need to. You kind of just want this outline of the barricade to be open, but in this case it's all open. And there are going to be people running around this white van and coming to rappel upwards, so make sure to tap for the head and headshot them. So that is the third way of getting simple little spawn peaks on Clubhouse. On Consulate, it is very important to come up to these 3 windows and break them so that there is a lower percentage of you dying. Now, the importance of this is you don't want to peek from any of these 3 windows, because these are all very well-known spawn peaks, and a lot of people know them.
So of course, I don't have enough time in this custom game because I put the time very short, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come up to this 3rd floor.
You're going to break it just the same as you broke the downstairs. Now, there are going to be operators running down here, and you're going to want to tap headshot them when they are running down. Very important. Now, this next one I got from a Twitch streamer. I cannot remember his name right off the top of my head, but this requires a lot of skill, so I would put this at the harder level of this video. Now, right when the objective starts, you're going to want to vault up onto this prompt, and you're going to see if you can get any little headshots off of operators that are running down over to garage. Now, this third and final spawn peak is not necessarily a spawn peak, but when you're playing this objective room, and say for instance, the bomb is planted right there, it is kind of like a run out or like a little flank. I would put it in like the silver or or gold part of Console, because you know it's just like a simple little spawn peak, or sorry, run out. So you're gonna want to run out, come all the way down to this car, and you're gonna want to get a couple taps, depends where you're looking at. This first spawn peak, you're going to want to have this barricade pre-prepared by breaking the bottom two, and you're going to use your intel, once again your cameras, to see if there's anybody coming over by this truck. So what you want to do is if you see anyone coming over to this truck, you're going to hop out and you're going to pre-fire them while you vault it. So that'll get you solid 1-2 kills. And the good thing about this nerf from the last season is this blue panel, which will give you some protection from these two spawn sites. You're just going to want to remove this barricade and get back in. You are still vulnerable though from being shot from spawn if they back up really far. Now this next one, you are going to want to come downstairs and pre-prepare a broken little hole in order to kill anyone coming in from the same spot that you just peeked. So there you have some variety, so you can switch it up every round. Now this third and final one is going to require you to come over to the train objective, break this barricade, break it down completely, and you want to wait 2 seconds after spawn, run over to the right and pre-fire, because there are going to be operators running down over to this doorway over here in order to break in. So that's yo, thank you guys very much for making it to the end of the video, if you guys did actually end up making it here. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's YouTube video. I was trying something new, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to hit the like button. Peace out.